Hey, everybody. I just wanted to take some time out. I appreciate all the support for my book. I appreciate the support of my YouTube channel. Thank you for everybody to sign up. Like I said, I do these things for points, Pogo, and Atlas Earth, and everything else I do because I know these things work. And that's what's bringing me to my current thing about failure. You can do everything right. You can plan, you can save, you can work hard, you can go to the gym every 2 days and still fail. And I think that's probably the most important thing. It was the hardest lesson I could learn because the two hardest things I've had to learn over my life is to ask for help and that you can still fail. And it's not that you're wrong. That's the most important thing about this whole thing that I'm talking about. It's not that you were wrong. You're never right or wrong based on yourself. You're right or wrong based on the data that you have. And that's important. If you are giving wrong information, if something is left out when you do something, and people presume that you are aware of this, and they don't tell you, and you fail, if you didn't take into account the option, and you fail, listen, I watch football all the time, and me and my brother, when we watch it, we say the same thing. We go, 2 more hours at the gym, he would have got that bell. 2 hours more in the gym, he would have been able to run that track. 2 more hours in the gym, he would have kicked that field goal exactly where it was. These guys work hard every day. They have natural talent every day. They have natural ability every day. They rise to the top of a profession. Think about it. There are millions of children every fall starting football in Pee Wee leagues and then going up and training and working and hard. Some of them don't make the football team in high school, and then they make the team in high school, and then they make varsity in high school, and then they make it to college. And there are thousands upon thousands in college. And that's really the gateway to go, because there is, and there's no minor league in the NFL. There's Canadian that some people play in Canada, and then they come down and they go and they've tried other leagues. But to get to that, you're talking to get to these 32 teams in the NFL, how much work and effort and put in to get there. And yet they still, because they're up against other people, and then two teams come out and they're in the gym, they worked hard, they study. Somebody has to lose. It's the way the game is. It's not that the other team, and they'll go be armchair quarterbacks, they did this wrong, they did that wrong. They did everything they could to win. And they still lose. You can do everything in your life right. You could plan, you could study. You could study for that test every day to take the bar exam, to take the Regents exam, LSAT, all those. And then you're driving in your car and you get a flat tire because of a nail. It wasn't you. And you know what? And people are like, well, you should have called an Uber. Well, if I had no money, I had nothing. My phone died. I didn't bring my phone with me. I wasn't doing either at the test, so why didn't I? It's still not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Life happens. I had a heart attack when I was going to the gym every other day. I was so proud of myself. I was at Planet Fitness at night, and I worked 2 jobs, and I was so proud of myself. I was I was up to 2 miles in 20 minutes. I couldn't do 2 miles in 20 minutes in high school. And I had a heart attack on the treadmill. Drove right to Brandywine Hospital after. Drove myself. So bad coughing and everything going there. Could have died. Blessed that I did not. I thought I was doing everything right. Going to the gym every other day. Taking care of my kids by working 2 jobs. I wasn't. I didn't know. It turned out that because of a condition I had many, many years ago that I even forgot about. I even forgot I had it. I was already preordained for a heart attack if I put myself through stress. They said it might not have even been a heart attack. It might have been that my heart just naturally got weaker because of this preordained condition I had. You do everything you can and you can still fail. Doesn't make you a failure. Doesn't make life bad. And I say this because this is a new year near you. This shit is hard. This is hard. All diets work. All savings plans work. All paths to a millionaire work. Do you know why not everybody does it? Because it's hard. More than 50% of the population is obese. Do you want to know why? We're up against fast food advertising to us every single day. We're up against that it's $1 to go to the dollar store to get freaking potato chips when it's $3 to get lettuce. That's the way it is. That's it. We're up against a lot to eat. Junk food is cheap, it's easy, it makes you feel good, it makes you happy. I've never seen somebody smile while eating a salad. I don't. I've seen a lot of people smile eating a burger and eating steak. I've seen a lot of people smile eating cake. Never seen anybody smile eating a salad. You know, that's it. You know, it's hard, but it's not impossible. And you have all these motivational speeches that go over. They don't go over all the time it takes and all the work it takes to get there. I lost 150 pounds. It took a year and a half. I gained it back. I found it again. Usually when somebody tells me I lost weight, I said I found it. It's not easy saving money. I've done it. I've saved over $1,000. It's happened. It's worked. It starts. But keeping it. Remember, it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. And that's why I put these things up. And that's why I do these things. And that's why I say these things. Because I've learned. And I always say I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just reinforcing the basics. When I write my book, Coffee and Cash, and the next one, Hidden Treasure, I'm going over the simple things because it takes a while to get ABC. Everybody starts. Gotta start somewhere. You gotta learn to crawl before you walk. And after you walk, you can run. And then after you run, you could start training for the marathon. But you gotta start somewhere. And you can start somewhere. It's not impossible. It's hard. Always will be hard. That's why not everybody gets to the top of the mountain. And no, sure, everybody should. If you don't have a desire, I have no desire to climb Mount Everest. I never did, I never will. I'm scared of heights. I have no desire to be on the top floor of the penthouse. I have no desire for that. I have a desire to enjoy life. I have a desire to have fun. I have a desire not to be bored. I have a desire to create. I love to create. But, and I can't paint, can't draw, but I make nice t-shirts. I think they're funny. They make me laugh. I write characters that I think they laugh, that I do appreciate. My newest, Calista Coconut, I love her. My newest character in Hidden Treasure. And I love John Chex in my other book, Coffee and Cash. I When I create, I create. So, do what you enjoy. Stay true to your goals. Write down what matters most to you. Don't share it with anybody. You sit down and you find out what matters most and you write it down. Don't share it with your wife, significant other, your mother, your father, anything. Because you open yourself up to ridicule for what you love to do. Just because you fail one day doesn't mean the other 364 days are bad. We try, we put our effort in, we do what we can, and we survive when we try to do more than survive, and we do the best we can because we strive to be the best. Not everybody can be number one, but if you show up every day, and you're remembered, and you're known, and you compete, and you're at that level, there are hundreds of guys in the NFL that will never make it to the Super Bowl, but they'll still be honored because they beat out the millions of people that wanted to be there and never got there. That's it. Every record gets broken eventually. But to be consistent, to be at that level, to work hard, to be honored to get that job, that's an accomplishment. And that's something that should be respected and is respected by a lot of people. There are every few months and every few years, there's always somebody that dies that was an old washerwoman or old janitor that saved millions of dollars by suffering. It's true. It's true. You see them every few years. Like this old John died. He was a janitor, but he had thousands upon thousands of dollars. Because he knew how to save. And he didn't mind suffering because he knew it kept his money safe so they would be okay. Happens. It always happens. You can do this. You are already a success. It's just a matter of doing what you want and what you enjoy. Not everybody makes headlines, but everybody can make a difference by being what they want. And that's all I really wanted to say. Enjoy. Make sure to check my book, Coffee and Cash out. Make sure to check my Etsy page. Make sure to sign up for all the links I have, because they do make you money. I wouldn't put them up there if they didn't. Enjoy. Be blessed.